Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Friday, December the what? 5th? 5th or 6th? I don't even know. Let me say 5th, 2024. And this morning, I was going to chat with everyone about RLUSD a little more. However, I finally got to one of Rich's videos. That's Common Sense Crypto channel, and it was exceptionally good, one of his best. And discussing Tether, and then I saw a little bit of Nick's from Encash Official. I didn't watch the whole thing yet, but going back to Rich's video, discussed a lot of what is going on with Tether and MiCA, the European Union's regulations, and really struck a chord with me. And I want to discuss that and discuss the little bit I saw from Nick. Now, with that, with Nick's video, he discussed how basically you got people waiting to the magic 100K number. I definitely can confirm that there were a lot of people in crypto world waiting for that 100K. Nick brought up there was something like 1 million people liquidated because of the price activity. And my takeaway from all this is Tether's going to go down. Remember what I was discussing 2 days ago? Bitcoin is bleeding. My takeaway from all this is that Tether is going to get shut down. Rich brought up a good point, and it's something I've said before, that the U.S. government, the current administration at least, is using Tether. Now, I definitely feel forces within the current administration were also utilizing FTX. And I've discussed it before. Maxine Waters blowing a kiss to Bankman-Fried. That there was a lot of symbolism in that, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of symbolism in that. And short version, thank you. It's because it's my turn. Short version is that my gut tells me that this has been a setup that's been running for years. Now, because of the platform we're on YouTube, I really can't get into that too much. But I will also put this on my X, formerly known as Twitter. And that's @Michael Gold. And I really got to figure out how to put that on here. Direct you guys to my X account. Anyway, I just can't do it on the phone. I have to get onto a desktop, and I just never seem to have time to do much of anything anymore. But yes, my takeaway is that, at least going back to the FTX days, that this has been going on for a very long time. It should be pretty obvious who it is involved in it, but I'm going to let you make your own investigation, draw your own conclusions, because unless I come up with tons of evidence to show you, it's nothing but conjecture. And again, this is not financial advice, political advice, nor is it legal advice, nor tax advice, or any other advice. This is just my conjecture, and we are having a discussion. Or at least I'm telling you my conjectures. There, now that we got that out of the way. My thought is because it has been documented, and if you do your research on this, you'll find it very easily. Tether has been buying up treasuries. It's on there, it's documented. Definitely go on X. Definitely visit Nick at Encast Official, because I know he has gotten into this, as in dug into the weeds a bit. But the takeaway is that Tether's going to go, and it's going to be a mess. It's going to take pretty much the entire crypto market with it. So yes, XRP will drop. The ISO coins will drop, but that's also going to facilitate what's that problem something solution. Yeah, I forgot who came up with it. One of the founding fathers of Deep State. Two of them. Something pivot, I want to believe. It's called the hypothesis, if not theory. Problem something solution. You can look it up. However, I digress a bit. The point is that MiCA, or at least something similar to it, will be deployed in the US. And once that's in, pretty much the world's going to follow. I'm definitely certain that BRICS is going to put something in along those MiCA lines. If they haven't already, I don't recall if they have. But yeah, Tether's going to crash. Market's going to go down with it. And I'm in full agreement with Rich. He put it in the video. I don't think I put it in a video yet, so we'll have to give him credit for it. But I've been saying this for a mighty long time. USDC and RLUSD are going to be the stable coins for the United States. Now, because it's going to be a bit diversified, they are going to tie, and this is where I come in. This is my expanded conjecture on it, that sovereign currencies are going to be backed by precious metals. XRP, XLM, and by extension the other ISO coins will be moving that currency, that backed currency. But that does not mean that the cryptos either need to be backed or will be backed by precious metals. Now, I don't know why so many people can't wrap their head around that. I've chatted with a couple of people on it, or I should say they reached out to me, and I'm like, listen, XRP can move anything. It can move commodities. It can move tokenized precious metals. Pretty much any derivative, anything tokenized can be moved by XRP, XLM, Hedera, I want to say all the ISO coins, and by extension, the DAG coins. I mentioned in a short CASPA, but I am going to tie in a couple of other ones that are DAG coins, direct, asynchronized. I've mentioned it before. Graph. Yeah, something like that. But to get back to the point, it'll be those coins, those utility coins, that will rebound the fastest and the highest by far. It's like they always say, melt faces. I hate that expression, but yeah, it's going to shock and awe. Another terrible expression now that I think about it. It's going to surprise many people. It's going to surprise them deeply. And that's where decamillionaires and billionaires are going to be made. Now, why will all this happen? There's a couple of forces at play here. But without getting into those details too much, it's all for the same conclusion. And it's about merit. How do I mean it's about merit? If you have earned the right through your discipline and patience of holding these cryptocurrencies, you will be rewarded. It's just that simple. If you go ahead and sell, these forces are going to look upon you as weak. It's just that simple. And this is where stoicism comes into play. If you're in my Instagram group, which is my small group of friends, does not go by my name, it has its own name, you understand this. These are people I've been acquainted with for years now, and they're serious about becoming wealthy and doing it in an honorable way. Because let's face it, if you're an evildoer, you'll get wealthy. More than likely, you won't keep it. But if you're a do-gooder, but a savvy one, you'll be fine. So, to all my fellow do-gooders who are savvy, be patient, hold, don't rush to sell, don't be greedy. That's the main thing. Do not be greedy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you got to take profits because you got debts to pay off, I get it. I got debts to pay off myself. And it's going to be a beautiful day when I pay those off, because I will not have to deal with any of the poppycock or horse hockey of being in debt. And for those outside of the U.S., my followers in the Muslim world, who are often in a state of wonder how the U.S. is so tied up in usury, it's taken over a century to do. You've got people who are entrenched in this debt-based fiat system. And usury was outlawed in Europe, and the church came around with a very cockamamie way of allowing it. And that's where we got the Venetian banks and usury in a way that was kind of twisted. However, the system allowed it to flourish and become corrupted. And that was centuries ago. The creation of the Fed and the fiat currency system, it was putting that all on steroids, so to speak. It really made it very bad, ladies and gentlemen. So, people in the U.S. and the Western republics, because they're not democracies, they're republics, whether they're constitutional republics, constitutional monarchies, what have you, the West. What we have here is going to be a debt explosion like none other. It is going to be huge, because Tether will crash. It's going to take Bitcoin with it. How will Bitcoin recover? In my opinion, it'll crash and eventually stabilize. My current estimate, and mind you, it's an estimate based on just some information. I haven't sat down and thought about Bitcoin like this in a very long time, but 13,000 stable price. So yeah, now you're gonna want to get into coins that you can hold for 5-10 years. Am I saying it's gonna last 5-10 years? No. Could last 5-10 days, 5-10 weeks. Come on. Wow. But sorry, I got these people in front of me that really can't drive. But it's gonna be a mess. Now, RLUSD is a new dynamic, relatively speaking, at least for me. But look over here, you Stunad. What a bunch of Stunads over here. Ay, ay, ay. yes, takeaway is that be ready. RLUSD is not released yet. New York State Department of Financial Services is dotting every I and crossing every T. Do we want it? Literally like yesterday? Of course we do. But don't be greedy. Don't get caught up in hype. Yeah. No, forget that. Sit, relax, just learn to chill. If you learn to chill, the world will be your oyster. And for those that don't know, because my demographic's a little older, chilling means you're just being patient, letting the flow go. You're not getting caught up in the malarkey, horse hockey, and everything else that's an hockey. Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, just hold on to what you got, write it out. RLUSD is not out yet. USDC is. If you want to lock in gains into a stable coin. We got PAXOS as well. Now, PAXOS, I think is going to surprise a lot of people. Now, something I've only heard Wade at DHN Crypto discuss PAXOS. And I don't know if he mentioned PAXOS Gold. However, you got to ask yourself, what's going to be tied to the currencies that will probably be backed by precious metals, gold backed, silver backed, what have you, a combination thereof. I think that PAXOS has a lot of potential in that regard. So I'm going to definitely be researching PAXOS because PAXOS has a lot going for it. It may be involved in a way that nobody really realizes. And now, mind you, this is not something that's going to go up or have gains. It's stable. So, from what I know, PAXOS does tie in with gold. They have some kind of stable, I'll call it a stable coin to gold, to precious metals. So definitely look at those three, see what's going on with that, and just be ready, folks. It's going to be a bumpy ride. You got a lot of people being mentally conditioned for sunshine and roses. Both are nice, both are real, but if you get sunshine and roses every day, you stop appreciating it. So I'm going to wind this up, ladies and gentlemen. Just be on the ready. Hold on for dear life. Be patient. Don't expect things to pump up and down. This is going to be different than pretty much every other cycle we have ever had. So this is a utility cycle, and the best way to say this would be we are birthing the utility cycle. Let that transmission fluid flow. All right, good. Yeah, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Been a pleasure chatting with you. It's been almost 20 minutes, but I really wanted to bring these points front to mind. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you want me to expand upon. Give me some ideas. Continue with your comments and questions. I do appreciate them, and I do listen to them. I do think about them, and I try to understand your perspective on it. So thank you, and have an awesome day. Oh yeah, peace, love, and puppy dog tails. I never thought that would be my sign off.